And we're still constantly changing and improving to make sure everybody feels welcome at this fire. So, the lowest rank is friend of the unit. You get a really tiny braid. You get on the Discord that's definitely not off the rails, and you can camp with us and stuff.
Only mildly unhinged.
Sorry, they hid when I waved. But you're part of the family. Obviously, like there's some benefits to being a ranger above that. But hey, we want you here. It's also the first step of being a ranger is how we're moving it, of a two-part process to make sure first you're good for our family, and second that our family is good for you. The next step is nameless. We're going to be changing some things in that, maybe how it works and stuff. So hold on to that thought for the off season. But that is basically a part where we've already want you in the family. Now you get to see if you want to stay in the family. We treat you like one of the rangers. You also get to do a little bit more leg stuff because normally you're younger than us. Sometimes. Not always. There are some nameless that are older than me. But either way. And you get a long braid. Really good for tying all your belt favors too. Ooh. Then after that, you become what used to be initiate. We changed it because I don't want to say ranger anymore. You become a ranger. You get your belt flag once you earn your name after a name trial. So you get to change your name, you get to keep your name, you get to do whatever you want. That's your transitionary period. Then after that, you can become a ranger. Sorry, we just changed it. A guardian. You get yourself a tabard with your tree and your company color like this with your own personal sigil. Speaking of the companies, we have 3 companies right now. If we ever have people in different states join up in high enough numbers, we'll make more companies. But we have Black Company, which is basically the headquarters company because it's all the bosses. Our head medic, our number 1 and number 2, they're all over there. They're based out of Pennsylvania, even though most of them live in Ohio now. Then we have Emerald Company, which is Ohio and everything east ways. So, and if anybody joins up, they go on that side to go Emerald until they can make their own company if they're a different state. We have White Company, which is Indiana and West. After that, you become a Sentinel if you want and get an awesome hood. Ooh. And all of this is made by Salem. More helpers. We help and get yelled at, but
I don't get yelled at, I do it right.
all right, and then the last one, which one hasn't been presented in many years, we have Warden, which you get a Gondorian necklace. They're not all just the tree of Gondor. It's what the artisans in Minas Tirith did, so some form of tree. You'll see some of that today. We also have leadership ranks. We have sergeants. They're the movers and the shakers. Raise your hand for your sergeant. And then we have our warrant officers who do all the math and money and spreadsheets and bullshit.
Put your hand up.
Well, he's about to be. Then we have lieutenants, which we actually don't have. Well, we have one. We have one right now. We'll have a few more in a second. And captains, we're in charge of the whole company. Lieutenants basically just make us not do stupid shit all the time. Commanders in charge most of the time because Lord Marshal is normally doing merchant stuff if he does come out to an event. So he handles most of the things. All right. Without further ado, we want to present some friends of the unit. Also, round of applause for Tully for being the Vanna White of the Wolf!
That way. This wolf.
Where?
Over here.
So Wolf has been part of my personal family for 2.5 years. It loves camping and fire, so like this is what he does. So I thought recruiting somebody that can pour concrete and loves fire is a good idea. But honestly, Wolf has been doing a shit ton, and the only complaints I heard is, I don't know where to put the trash. So this is the right kind of heart that we're looking for. We'd love you to be a friend of the unit. It means you don't have to pay when you're in camp. You're always welcome to camp with us if we have room, and we'll see you at every event you can make it to. Thank you.
Or we can have Goldwyn do it, but Goldwyn's taking a picture.
I got it. Jolie, Lynn. There you are. Come here. So Lynn is Goldwyn's daughter. So as long as I guess Goldwyn's in my family, you're in my family. Lynn has also been helping and is also very ninja-like and will just appear. We appreciate that. We would love you to be a part of the obviously you can't put out of fire. So thank you so much for all the work you've done. Welcome. Okay, great. Cool.
Okay, we're on track.
I have a part of the unit parade.
That's it.
Good.
I have a part of the unit parade that I want to give out
Pronunciation's hard. We never call that Verdari.
to Verdari. And without Verdari, Toucan would not be able to attend this meeting. He is currently at weapons check right now, taking care of the rest of Bellegrim. So I would like to welcome Verdari to our family.
Because after the knighting, we're doing weapons check, then coming back to march off. Tier Manel, where's Ghost?
Manel's in the carport.
We love all the puppers, and Ghost has been a very energetic, loud, noisy, sometimes obnoxious
But
baby,
they're in between.
which is most of the unit, so that fits.
So the whole unit are huskies?
John went to meet
You've already had your time.
John's old and
Don't be a big guy.
No?
Yeah.
Shakes.
You got it?
Another one, if I was told it might be her last event, she's camped with the Rangers so many times. So we wanted to make all of it one of the plans.
Yeah, Paula!
Oh my God.
Yeah, they all. Well, except Rory. But Rory's like not the. But it's supposed to be
Yeah, so
That's it!
all right. Most of you don't know me because we've never met personally until this event because I'm old and I don't get out much. When I do, I try and seek out as much information as I possibly can. And at this event, I've had one individual who has taught me way more than I thought I would ever learn about a lot of things at an event. Times have changed a lot in my lifetime, and there is a lot for me to learn. And the younger generations have embraced that and taken me back under their wings. Unfortunately, the person I wish to present mine to is not currently here, but I want to give my personal invitation to the friends of the family to Scoundrel, and I will track them down later to present this with all my humility and love and understanding for all of the things that they have taught me and will continue to teach me. So just remember, you can teach an old dog new tricks, and there are still people that can teach me and I can learn from. And this, I'm about to cry. I don't want to cry.
It's allowed.
You all have no idea what this means to me. I don't show up a lot because I've been doing this for so long, and I have seen the Rangers come and go and come and go and come and go. And it got to the point at which we had so many recruitment issues over the years that I decided to start breeding new Rangers for the
But only one of them was bred. There's not Alabama stuff going on.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, I'm marrying in. That's
Yes, we're right. You all my extended family, and it really, really brings a warm, fuzzy feeling to my heart that you all are here and everything that you all do. And this is going to be one of my very few tokens that I can present to people outside to welcome them and women to this lovely family. So when I find Scoundrel, I will ask them. But thank you all so much. scoundrel's a very busy person.
Come on, Illinois family. That's you, Match. You, Louie. I was a command. Well, with the new way we're doing it.
So I only have the short braid right now, but I did make a suggestion, and since I can't present, that is why Louise here. We brought someone, Crow and I brought someone with us that has, like, in the 9 months-ish that I've known him, has shown just a love of the game, and the second that his feet hit the ground coming out of the car, he's been, how can I help? How can I help? What do you need? How can I help? He's been great. He's checked in. Do you need anything? I'm going to go do this. Is that okay? He has been absolutely spot on helping in camp. He's been absolutely spot on helping in merchants. And I made the recommendation that he should also get a cute little short braid. But as I can't be the one to present it, Bluey, would you like to do the honors?
Blue Jay, can you step forward, please?
For the crew.
I gotta go. You're not going anywhere yet. Get over here. All right. So, upon getting here to the site, one of the very first people that I got to meet, this fine person right here, so super helpful. You can hold me as long as it takes to cry this one out. I'm about to cry too. Again. No, thank you.
I'm a therapist. I'm not your therapist, but I will charge you.
I won't, don't worry.
He's a really good roommate, too.
Oh my God, they were roommates?
I heard that. So, like I said, we are changing the nameless and entry process and stuff, but there was one that we wanted to make sure happened either which way because it's been worked on for a long time. So, this will be our only nameless presentation for this event.
So I have a nameless braid. And I have talked and talked and talked and talked about you guys, her, about what I do. And next week, on Saturday, I will say I do to this lovely woman.
That is true.
You become, I hate the word nameless, but a nameless of the Emerald Company. Become a Gearbundle, a haven. Try again.
I meant kiss. You're a damn kiss.
I did!
I never don't pay attention.
And that's the point.
You always don't.
Three different angles and
Look it on.
stills.
Where'd you go?
I think you went to weapons check.
Sign up for one weapon.
Dad,
doing volunteer work.
come back. You got it? Cool. All right, now. Kaylee's on it. Kaylee's on it.
Never mind.
Tell him it'll be quick, Bebop.
Quick bebop.
You're asking Kelly to run.
Tuna. That's on the move. So, we have our name trials. If you haven't been there for combatants, it's about 3 hours of fighting. For our artisans, they set up a booth and they, for 3 hours, do their craft, show their craft, and explain their craft to everybody who walks by.
Not to mention all of the time that they put in before the event.
Not to mention all the time they put in before the event. As much as we say we like to practice, I don't, but a lot of fighters go out multiple times a week. It still doesn't even come close to the amount of time that even the smallest artisan task normally takes. So, Gearbundle has been Still gonna be outranked by your dog. She's gonna be ranger before you, Appa. But Appa told me that I could do this. He would have done it for you. But we'd like to present you with official membership unit as a ranger. And are you taking back the name Saga?
Excuse me, Mr. B, do not get in my shot. It's always there. The Rangers are actually modeled after the Brooklyn Nine-Nine. All season. Season 1 to whatever's left.
Check this out.
Look at I watch you fight. I watch you grow. And I will continue to watch you grow. You have successfully completed all the requirements. You are now Ranger. I said Ranger! Twice! 3 times! Say it again. Congratulations. I'm apparently hard to hug. I think it's all the steel.
Keep his name?
Elegant, keep it in.
Elegant! Are you keeping your name? Elegant.
Alright, everybody, thank you for joining us, Tolkien. Now, here's the policy for weapons check. Come here.
You know, you ain't Rangers.
Yeah, and Ranger is this first. So Tolkien flew all the way in from Hawaii, contracted strep throat, went off site to be isolated long enough to have enough medication so they could be here, and still did chores last night, and is doing weapons checks. So they have not done their trial yet. But we have promises that he's going to complete his trials today, so we will take this shit back. I'm going to disappear as soon as I get that. Conditions of his trials, he gets double the abuse. His partner has to confirm any abuse that happens, but they like abuse. So,
Abuse the brand.
well, that's not bad. Like him being abused. Moving on.
Oh my.
So that said you wanted to take back your name and adding the title of your current name on it. So everybody, one of our newest Rangers of White Company, the farthest Ranger of White Company, Ambrose the Tulkadon. I don't think that was approved. Next weapons check. Main off clear. Oh, that was Maine. So, Maine has been an interesting part of this unit because he hung out a lot, kept helping us with stuff. We're like, you're a nameless, right? He's like, no, we didn't. And I was like, ah, shit. So then we did that. But now we've been very purposeful to make sure you're included in things. Maine fixes all of our stuff, mostly my chairs when I break them all the time. And he makes amazing armor. This is actually was part of his STARS exhibit, the Science, Talents, Arts, and Rangers we do for the trials. Made that all himself, even cast these out of pewter. So, we would love to present you your name back. You chose to take your old name, which is not your true name because you're a dwarf, it's your public name of Knick-Knack, but keeping Mainoth Ian as part of it. Alright, we have one more name, but we had to wrangle a bunch of kids and animals, so he'll be here later, so we might just
That would.
Did we share his name? Can we share his name? Because it's really true.
No, like, I'm hoping, and he should be here by the end of the ceremony, so then I will stop, do his, but if not, then yes, don't let me forget.
See what his each is.
Soa! Say when no go far.
I'm not going to.
I just keep going. Say when no
This is Soa. And he started doing this stuff just about a year ago. And I have mentored him and took him under my wing, and he's grown so much. And I am so proud to give him this tabard and make him a guardian. And being a true, person of mine, he had to make it more difficult than my own.
Did I really?
Yes.
Yes.
I am so proud of him.
That is the hardest one I've done.
Good black. So
Potato.
Best friend. This woman has been my best friend for 7, 8, too long?
Too long.
This woman has been my best friend for years, and I couldn't do day-to-day without her. So I am so glad to present to her the official photographer of the Rangers. Come on, she takes amazing pictures. I am presenting to her her guardian tabard. See with the yellow back, so you can continue taking those awesome pictures. Love you, best friend.
Let me see.
All right, Serena, the floor is yours for your
All right, so
I have great oil in my hairspray.
the reward, or rather the right opposite reward,
Still around.
I'd like to present Veridor first. Veridor, come up to the stage.
That guy.
check the link.
A brief history. People commonly think that he's in charge of this one.
Nope.
However,
She is.
However, sometimes I do try. We all lean on it.
Whatever needs to happen. So I picked this. It's wood. Don't get it wet. But because it's a shield, because you are a protector of everyone in their hearts, their bodies, so I got a shield with the tree on it for you. Got it? Oh, I put it on backwards, but there it is.
All right.
Was that Ghost?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know him. You love him. He's lost his voice for you. Alistair, please step up to the bench. Alistair has been serving the Emerald Company dutifully for many moons now. I'd like to present him with the chain of the rank of Warden. It's very delicate and silver. Let's hope he doesn't lose it in his chainmail. I don't think I'm going to get it around your head, so if you can, put it squat. Let's give a round of applause for Alistair. 3-word max characters. 128 characters, 3 words.
I'm the best.
Good enough.
3 words. That's what he said.
We have one more awarded.
Warden Awards?
Warden.
Award.
Yeah. Words are hard. Yeah.
Award.
We have one more award for Warden. Sergeant Saywood, please present to the bench. be honest, y'all. This camp would not function without Silver. Does anyone want to dispute that? Because like, there's a lot of people here. Like,
Put your fucking hand down.
Because she doesn't function without me.
Okay. Thank you. So, I bought her chain. Ooh. And she's been carting it around in our garb tote that she's mostly responsible for, knowing it's there and not being able to look at it for months because that's just fun. But this is not just a game to her, it's her family, and she loves feeding you guys. And family and feeding is literally part of her religion. We are going to re-chisel things in there because they can't make us move it, but we have runes that they did put in our fire pit to have protection, hearth, home, and inviting people in. So, I see it. I can feel it. So while, yes, it's not a traditional Tree of Gondor, it was some merchant's interpretation of the Tree of Gondor. I got you a Yggdrasil necklace so that it's both your religion and your family all together.
yes, sir.
Lornwind, stand and be recognized. I don't get called to do a lot of these things because I don't get to see a lot of these
She's
things.
my right-hand woman in the kitchen.
Damn.
An army marches on its stomach, and we sleep on our stomachs, and we kind of like to be, content and happy. Oh, you've got two hands.
I do.
Excellent. We are doing promotions in leadership, and you have been granted the rank of sergeant. Thank you.
I will collect your
Yay.
Yeah, that is one thing I forgot to mention. So there's the different trims. So we want leadership to be known because you see them as leaders. So it's not a big thing that shows that they're leaders, but the black for those who are not in leadership.
I don't have my tabarnak.
Oh, you got this. Bronze, yellow, for those who are sergeants and warrant officers. Silver, gray, for lieutenants, captains, and then gold if your real name ends with Foster. As of now, that's true.
So then when those two get married, is that automatic promotion?
Yeah, that's
Damn.
He's her problem at that point in time, so yes. Or he could take her name.
That's fine. She just had to double trial, doing captain and commander's trial at the same time. I love it.
Okay, let's go.
Challenge accepted. Oh no.
First step of the trial.
Bellator, stand and be recognized. Anybody want to speak for Bellator?
Yep, Gailey.
Yeah, so
Because you've been training him.
so the last 2 years that I've known you, the last 2 years that I've been in the Rangers, Thalator has been hands on deck all the time, and then we found out that Thalator can do spreadsheets, so sorry, now you're but Thalator and I have already been talking about all the things we can do to improve and make sure that the back end runs smoother so that that man has less anxiety. Well, less anxiety about this. I can't do anything else. Sorry.
Pay for my therapy.
Fuck that. That's anxiety. So, Thalator, you have proven your proficiencies. You clearly want to do this. So, we are happy to have you as a warrant officer. And thank you so much for all you do.
You want to hug it out?
I've known Thalator since he started working, and he became Ranger. That's me. And I'm struggling to run an Emerald Company, so I asked for help. I cannot do half of the things I do for Emeralds and for you guys without this guy here. And I hope together we can make Emerald better. I hate that I said that. But also do our knighthoods together.
All right.
I'm not kissing her. I have a wife to be, and I'm not fighting her.
Yeah,
She'll kill
smart
me.
choice. So on that note, Sarge, stand and be recognized.
Yes, sir.
Alistair, for the many, many years of faithful and dedicated service. Unfortunately, you've done enough to warrant recognition, and you are now a lieutenant.
That means Emerald Company, for anything you need, obviously go up to your sergeant if available, but that buck stops with him. He will interface with captains and everybody else. All right. Balin,
Welcome to the club.
come
I
here.
know.
I'm literally doing a job.
Hand it off. Come here.
Who wants the camera?
You can bring it with if you have to.
Okay.
No.
POV of your ceremony.
I was gonna, and then I was told no.
I'm saying we strap a GoPro next time.
I love it. Same.
There's a
As I touched on before, the Rangers have gone through many iterations over the years. Starting in 1991 with an idea and an actual. A lot of you weren't born when we started this.
That's the year I was born.
92, the official formation. We quickly grew from the original 4 founding members to nearly 40 members. And then life happened, and a lot of us graduated from high school, and we spread out across the world, and not many of us came back. And it took another 16 years or so before the Rangers grew up again in the second iteration. And we had some differences, and the world came about, and we spread out again, and we went down to very few. And then life happened again, and Rainin came into the picture, and found a lot of new friends and a lot of new family, and we grew. And then we shrank again, and we went down to a very few members. And then the world happened again with a global pandemic that ruined a lot of things. Valen was recognized for basically bringing us all back together yet again after the world tried to collapse, providing many services that we take for granted, the things around, and keeping us going. So we have gotten to the point where we are going to take you from your current rank, and I'm going to pass you off to Baranor real quick. And sometimes the world changes again, and we make sure that we recognize those that have been with us and those that have done a lot.
Thank you, sir. So 3-4 years ago. Damn it. Yes, I made somebody else cry. No, I have really good masking abilities. So 3-4 years ago, when I wanted to get back into this because COVID had pissed me off, nice of you to show up. Hi. But I looked to my friend and my partner. I was like, I want to get back into the LARPing thing. You guys want to be Rangers? They're like, he kind of knew what that was. She had no fucking clue. And they're like, oh yeah, sure. Fast forward a couple events of all of us packed just in my car. Me and her in the front seat, him in the back seat like this with beer falling on him.
Then I woke up
Twice, and then he told us he had a trailer. All the trailers you've seen, he's purchased. Now I've purchased one back from him, but we wouldn't have been able to bring the stuff to make the stuff. When she was setting up kitchen and I was running around, he'd be setting up camp all by himself. He has helped build weapons, helped teach people things. And also these two were my lieutenant candidates this year. Both passed every expectation I had of them. And Phelan talked to me. Also, he brought a realm back from the dead. The vice president's over there, late as always. But he brought Stormhaven, changed it to Northaven. He's done so much. And he talked to me and said, out of respect for his own mental health, love of the game, and wanting to stay in the game, because raise your hand if you've known someone who burnt out because they did too much and they're not here anymore. You're not burning out yet.
He's still here.
Okay, but so he asked to retire from leadership, and I said, this is perfect. You're leading yet again. You're showing everybody it's okay to step back. It's okay to take a break. This is made up game, but it's a real family. If this made up game makes it so I don't see my family anymore, it's not worth playing. So you'll see some changes with his garb, i.e. he had the first test model. He'll be updated with the rest of the cool stuff. But he will lose the sergeant's trim on the outside. But he always has earned the sergeant rank, so he'll keep it on his neck because you will always be able to see that he once was a sergeant go to him if you need something, but I think he deserves a well-earned retirement. So the leadership of White Company came and bought him a chair because he loves chairs.
Take a break and sit down in his retirement.
And he's gonna sit down with his feet up. But my personal friend, someone who helped make all this possible, I want to thank you for everything you've done. Wish you a happy retirement.
Don't cry.
Go with Alistair.
Oh, it's far too late for that.
I'm gonna give him a minute to catch his breath and everything. So in retirement, we don't put our people out to pasture. We give them chairs so that they can sit on the lawn with the old coots. And we will be very critical of everything you all do. But welcome to the grass.
Welcome to the grass.
You're always welcome.
So first off, genuinely, it's gonna sound like this all the time. Thank you all for being here. It has been amazing to see it go from, as our lovely commander is saying, nothing to what's in front of you now. When I started, I didn't think that this would be that big. But not only have I found a bunch of friends, I found a bunch of family. And I'm so grateful to every one of you for being here and accepting me and everyone into the group.
You got all the time in the world.
I'm actually that.
Yeah.
I need to check the sugar.
As my last official act as leadership in the Rangers, I wanted to offer one more nameless braid to our wonderful, lovely Bulg.
It's his last official act. How do you say no?
Do you want to hear the name? So, as I said, one of the most respected and loved traditions in this entire camp is feeding people. Raise your hand if your nameless name or current name or something has something to do with food. And it's because I respect that so much because they're providing sustenance for their heart. So, you can always say no. You know, this is mostly gag, but to show you how much we mean, this is something that is yours to take, leave, or whatever. Galu Halfdan, man of blessed soup, because that is literally in your whole backstory. You just love feeding people and blessing their lives. You can take it or not, but I wanted you to know we put a lot of effort into thinking about you, and it's there whenever you want it, but now's a really good time.
Paranor, you put out a hit on him at Moria.
It didn't happen. You fake news.
I know how you feel, buddy. But we just wanted to mostly gag, but let you know how special you are to us. Yay. So I know it's a no. I know you're trying to make everybody feel good. You're a people pleaser. But we love you.
I'm standing right here. Are you gonna say no in front of me?
That makes it easier. We love you, Bog. We love you. Can you at least come get a hug?
It doesn't come with a braid. It's just a hug.
Yeah, I know. We won't hold you down in your chair and forcibly put a braid on you again.
He's in the middle of all of us.
Keyword again.
Oh, gosh.
Here we go. Are you gonna be
All right, everybody. Kelly, there's some butt room left. Oh,
Yep.
Yeah! He accepted it!
Ladies and gentlemen,
we got it. I did tell him if after the emotion is over and he still wants to do his, he doesn't do units thing. That's fine.
We will still love him.
Because we did also severely emotionally ambush him. Because he's family regardless.
That break was so good.
Can I say this was his fault? Because when I got knighted and told the story of my mentor who passed and gave me his sword to be knighted with, he said, "Oh, you got me crying," and I almost did. I was like, "So?" And he's like, "You'll never get me crying and get that emotional again." And I said, "Challenge accepted." He said, "You won't do it."
It only took.
I get
what,
first in line for
11
biscuits and
something like
gravy.
that?
Yeah, that's right.
You want to say anything?
Other than goddamn it, us.
God damn it, you absolute fuckers. Now I get to be nameless forever. I'm your forever nameless. Fucking deal with it.
But thank you very much. We do love the hell out of you. All joking and gag aside, we wanted to show you how special you are. Whether you said yes, no, change your mind tomorrow, you hold down so much of this camp that you don't even understand in the whole game. So we just love you. So keep the braid, whether or not you say, "Hey, I don't want to do the unit thing later." You've earned that at the very end. Yay! We love you both.
I do it all the time.
All right, you wanted to say something?
Come on now. Oh no.
Shut up.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
I just want to say it. Like, I can't talk in the first place.
10.
You mean so much to me. And
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
Yeah, it helps.
I want you to know.
Mouse, we're going to give him a hug. Stand up.
Commanding me, basically, to join your silly little North Haven LARP club at fucking Ball State University. I wouldn't be the person that I am today. I just want you to know how much you need to do.
Did anybody else want to say it?
No. Come up here. So, as Timorn said, the
No,
unit
say
has-
anything on. Yeah, you're doing that.
Yeah.
You have another thing. Does anybody else want to say anything for
sorry.
Phelan before he sits in his chair and we give him a round of applause to his retirement chair?
We love you.
What, Miles has something to say.
Timeout.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
So I've known Phelan for a little over a year. We've become close. We've gotten on each other's nerves. But I will say he's one of my best friends. Without him, I would not be able to do this journey. Enjoy your retirement, bub. We got the ring.
Woo!
Is there anyone else that wants to say something about our wonderful Phelan?
The one that's jingling?
Oh,
The one that's jingling.
You always
Raise your voice, Alistair.
I jingle for a reason.
Don't forget, you have a Twitter amount character limit.
I'm fine. I'm only going to say this once.
3 words, 128 characters.
You, me, that guy, and her. That's an old guy. But you know what? That's okay. Yeah. Guess what? We're still badasses.
Yeah, true.
And you're part of the reason why I have a moniker of steel balls. Stop stabbing me in the dick. All right, still hate your
Now,
video.
slow saunter to your chair while we clap.
Into the chair of doom. Glorious.
Jalen, stand and be recognized.
Hey, where's your sword?
Did it? Over there.
As long as you know where it is.
It's right there. I kept on hitting people with it.
That's what it's for.
Sergeant,
Sorry.
you do so much. You feed us. You keep us alive. You will be recognized for that. But now you get more additional duties because we're going to make you a lieutenant.
Everybody, why? Why is Raise your hand if you've ever seen me get distracted. Now, make it into a finger and point to who keeps me on track. That's one of them. And then the others are bop, 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 bop. Right? But also, say when that's her kitchen, that's her home, that's her shrine, that's her temple. It's her whole religion to feed you guys and made it that way. And it's her family. Now she's decided to learn how to use Google, like Google Docs and stuff. Like, really impressive. She doesn't know how to use computers. She's a Neanderthal computer. But she learned because she wants to help lead. Her job as lieutenant now is when I have all my write down ideas, she's the first filter. And also, it's the filter the other way, so hopefully I can be slightly more focused. But she has worked very hard, worked on herself as well. Like I talked with both of them, because yes, they're my squires, but also for this, and told them the things that they did well and needed to work on. And they both did. One of the things that Saywin needed to work on that I have mastered perfectly is delegating and teaching others their job. But hey, we saw multiple meals get cooked with her only marginally stepping in the kitchen. So she's really worked for it. She earned it. She's also mad that she has to change the trim on all her stuff again.
I will be collecting tabarns at the end of this event, and I'll fix them, and you can have them.
Yeah, so she's done so much. She's kept me on track. She's fed us while me and Phelan are doing all the work and stuff when we were small. She made all the regalia that you're wearing with helpers. So, round of applause for the new lieutenant. We are still waiting on one of our nameless. He will be here eventually, but for now, can all those who got their name come forward? I know. We're going to be right up to it. That's fine. So if you earned your name this week, come up here. Staring.
Yay, bold. Not bold.
Well, your name, like, give it a try. Oh. Shoot. Hey, but hey, I love the tenacity. Go get him in. Are you ready to be a ranger? 1, 2, 3.
He's probably a right.
He's a weapons check. We'll get him later. Come over here. Sir Raymond, the floor is yours, and the last one is coming.
Well, I'm sure there are ways.
And before we recognize how incredibly long and lengthy this process is going to be, I took it from the books. Sorry.
Stand ready to fulfill your oaths.
Oh God.
And speak the words.
Still going.
Hey, to be fair, I did it in calligraphy, so the letters are large.
How often do you have to replace that?
This is the first one.
Woo!
See how long. Are you guys ready? Sir. Repeat after me.
Repeat after me.
Here do I swear, fealty and service.
Here do I swear fealty and service.
To the United Kingdom of Gondor and Arnor.
To the United Kingdom of Gondor and Arnor.
To King Elisar and Queen Arwen.
King Elisar and Queen Arwen.
To the Lord and Steward of the Realm.
To the Lord and Steward of the Realm.
Prince Faramir and his lady, Princess Eowyn.
Prince Faramir and his lady, Princess Eowyn.
To the Lord Marshal of the Rangers, Sir Tamorn.
To the Lord Marshal of the Rangers, Sir Tamorn.
And his appointed officers. To speak and to be silent. To be just and kind. To welcome and protect. To do and to let be. To come and to go. In need or plenty. In peace or war, and in living or dying. I will be a ranger of the woods of Ithilien, leading from the front, inspiring those around me, and always keeping my honor true. From this hour henceforth, until my Lord release me, or death take me, and the world end. Who's intrusive thoughts to throw into the fire?
Hey, I worked hard on dying out with coffee.
Bear
Huh?
Okay. What about my girlfriend?
Start talking while I
Okay,
get
so
dressed.
as Lauren has said, our unit has waxed and waned. We have recruited a lot of people, and Baranor is the reason for a lot of that. And he is the reason that there are a lot of people tell him no, and to bring him in, and to direct him. I do want to take a moment to recognize Baranor for all of the work that he does while he's playing with his belt and needs 2 people to help him. This is not really instilling the confidence in our leadership here.
I thought the oath would be longer.
It was long enough. Baranor, you got to teach a belt class.
Yeah, will do, sir.
So, between him recruiting people and then recruiting people we didn't talk about, and suddenly there's people we recruited that nobody knew about, we have grown leaps and bounds, but we have grown with quality and with intent, and a lot of that comes from the leadership from Baranor himself. He has made it very clear who the Rangers are, and that is the only reason I'm here. Our core concepts are the reason I keep coming out. Also, you're all family, but let's be honest. If we were all a bunch of dicks, I wouldn't be here anyway. So,
Yeah, you would. That is one of your favorite foods in your mouth.
So, and I could have everyone give Baranor a round of applause for all the work he does.
To touch on that one real quick. My favorite quote of this event so far, somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, who are you?" And I said, "Hi, I'm Smorn. I'm part of the Rangers Battalion." And they said, "Oh, you're one of Baranor's people."
We take ownership of our leadership like it's my dad.
Also, on one last note, I need to point out that I have always made it a point when I go to events in strange lands, I try to help out as much as I can, but I don't try and step on anybody's toes. We've had a few incidents that required some medical attention, which is something I've always focused on. Last night in particular, we had quite a few. And I want to point out that I am very heartened that every time I showed up anywhere to help out in one of those situations, the first thing I saw was the person in need, and the second thing I saw was somebody with a white tree trying to help. That makes me feel
Also, another thing I want to thank all of you for, because everybody, even people not in the unit, have helped with the Ranger Closet. I lost count, but we clothed at least 12 people who came in just like shorts and mundane clothes. So they were able to go in a normie and come out a belly grim. So round of applause, everybody, for that. Okay, so we have one more thing, and we will give you the abridged version of the oath, because I don't think we can do that again.
This is my husband. He did his name trial. He did the first kind of hybrid name trial. He did a combat trial in addition to some artisan things showcasing all of the produce that he has grown over the season in our garden. He passed his name trial, and Noro and I put our heads together and we came up with the name for him. Help me pronounce it again, Noro.
Solanum.
Solanum. Solanum Gamgee. Solanum's character is he is a human raised by hobbits. So this is why he is very tall but still a Gamgee. And Solanum is the scientific name for the genus for the family of tomatoes. Solanum Gamgee. Can I, without further ado?
When am I turning?
Company, left turn, march!
winds of war, something came carrying through. No more the blood that we know, life shining.
Artisans and non-combatants, fall out to the left and right.
So if you're not
Banner
charging
and
position,
discipline. Fall out.